Is he a brother or is he a cornball brother?
This is one of those narratives that I've never really understood with the black community. There's this belief, and it's mainly prevalent in the mainstream media, but there is this belief that black people cannot criticize black people. You are required to be supportive no matter what. And if you're not, you end up like Bob Griffin the Trace, being crucified by your own colleagues. In a lot of these cases, Crying Ryan Clark is leading the army to determine who is a brother and who's not. Just think about that for a second. These determinations are being carried out by a dude who cries about mythical racism on national television, created racism, and he cries about it. The other day on the main channel, we talked about Bob Griffin the Trace, better known as RGIII. Talked about Bob retweeting an altered version of the cover of WNBA 2K26, where the cover featured a monkey instead of Angel Reese. Now, this altered version, it was created by an account with 56 followers on Twitter. Before Bob brought attention to it, the tweet had received something like 30 impressions. Basically, RG3 was responsible for promoting the altered version of this cover on a national level. Now, along with the retweet came a passionate lecture from Bob Griffin on the dangers of racism. Ironically enough, he mentioned Angel Reese and her hatred of Caitlin Clark, which many Caitlin Clark fans believe is racially motivated. Other than that, though, RG3 was actually defending Angel Reese, which should make Crying Ryan happy, right? Instead of crying tears over mythical racism, Ryan should be crying tears of joy, right? RG3 has finally seen the light. He has finally acknowledged that people don't hate Angel Reese because of her antics. People don't hate Angel Reese because she misses layups. Angel Reese is disliked because she's a beautiful black queen. Imagine my surprise. Just imagine my surprise when I found out that Ryan Clark was not happy about this, and he took this as another opportunity to discredit the brother status of Bob Griffin the Trace. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. Apparently, Ryan Clark is on vacation this week. Based on the background of the video you're about to see, it appears that Ryan is crying about his sunburn at the beach. Either that, or he is using a powerful green screen to pretend he's on vacation, when the reality is, he's probably in his basement playing Dungeons and Dragons. Either way, with the NFL in a down period between OTAs and training camp, Ryan Clark is definitely not at work at ESPN right now. But just because he's on vacation, that does not mean Crying Ryan will let a fake racism scandal go to waste. When he heard about the controversy with RG3 and Angel Reese, Ryan Clark took off his floaties and returned to his room. He closed the Lonely Man's page where he was potentially looking at Shannon Sharpe pumping iron. Hey, it's me, Shay Shay! And he opened OBS to record a passionate sermon on fake racism. Ryan Clark is mad because RG3 refuses to support Angel Reese and supports Caitlin Clark instead. He claims that Bob has a strange fascination with Angel Reese, but it seems to me that Ryan Clark has a strange fascination with RG3. Basically, Ryan Clark seems to have this weird obsession with another dude. Watch for yourself.
RG3 seems to have this strange fascination with Angel Reese, or connection to the spotlight and attention that it brings, or who it brings those things from. I know now I don't get to speak on someone else's black experience or call something self-hate when I don't know how you truly connect to the community or the culture, or I can't assume that you see yourself in the thing that you push back against. But this one should have been easy. Angel Reese is depicted as a monkey in this graphic, a graphic I only saw on his page. So now his millions of followers can see this, and it should be easy to defend her against such deplorable hate and racism and bigotry and evil. But he couldn't do that. He had to mention that Angel Reese did something to him instead of acknowledging what he initially did to her. He had to be the champion again for Caitlin Clark, I guess against the young, angry black woman, by lying on her and her inner circle. If you don't support people that don't look like you, then you're a part of the problem. Let me be clear. If you never support people that look like you, you are also a part of the problem. I owe Rob Parker an apology, because though he was early, he was right about RG3.
This is such an embarrassment for ESPN. For starters, RG3 did defend Angel Reese. The entire premise of his post was calling out racism. How does Ryan Clark know that people close to Angel Reese have not contacted RG3? How does he know that? The answer is he doesn't. But the embarrassing part for ESPN was what Ryan Clark said at the end of that clip. He credits Rob Parker for being right about RG3. He credits Rob Parker for the clip I shared with you guys at the beginning of this video. Apparently, Ryan Clark believes that black people aren't allowed to criticize other black people. ESPN pays Ryan Clark to analyze the NFL. Now, that's his job, NFL analyst, and to his credit, Ryan Clark is good at his job. He is more than qualified to analyze the NFL. He's a hell of a lot more qualified than Mina Kimes. But it seems like every time I see or hear about Ryan Clark, he's delivering a passionate sermon on mythical racism. Every time I hear about this dude, he's preaching to his lonely male followers about diversity and inclusion. I thought ESPN had a policy where employees were not allowed to talk about political or social issues. Isn't that the reason that Sage Steele was fired? Isn't that the reason that Sam Ponder was fired? How come that policy doesn't seem to apply to Ryan Clark? You tell me. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.